Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Luke, the Yorkshire Man Reactor, and it's time for a new video. So, I'm going to be doing the 6th episode of the Thin Blue Line, which is called Kids Today. So I'm just going to get right into it. The Thin Blue Line is, of course, an early access series, which means the episodes are uploaded to Patreon first, and then time passes, and a version with the on-screen text and background music is uploaded onto YouTube. If you'd like to get access to the early access episodes without the on-screen text and background music, nothing ruining the experience whatsoever, they are available on Patreon in the $2 a month tier and above. Oh wait, no, Thin Blue Line is one of the cheap Super 6, so it's available in the $1 a month tier. So yeah, you can go ahead and get it in the cheapest tier. I also finished Father Ted last night, but by the time this ends up on YouTube, you'll probably have seen that episode of Father Ted anyway, so never mind. Let's go.
Good afternoon. Carry on. Sit down, sit down. Now then, everybody, I have exciting news. Exciting news indeed. Gasworth has been selected to host the next sub-district regional police conference. Yes, I thought you'd be excited. When I read the letter this morning, I nearly had to have another cup of tea.
Oh, wow!
We have an opportunity to put our views to a Deputy Assistant Under Secretary of State to the Cabinet. A man who has the ear of a man who has the ear of the man who has a foot in the Home Office.
You've lost me completely now, sir.
We are just 2 ears and a foot from the Home Secretary.
Oh, 2 ears and a foot!
We must not waste this chance to place the issues that really count right at the heart of government.
You're absolutely right, sir. Let's ask the old git for a pay rise.
There are some of us, Constable Habib, who believe that there is more to policing than the weekly stipend.
Yes, like being able to drive through red lights when you feel like it.
I beg your pardon.
Oh.
Really cool riot gear like they have on RoboCop. And tear gas. I had to go with that once. It was brilliant. Except you have to check which way the wind is blowing, because I had forgotten it didn't half sting.
Goody.
Telling me what those long truncheons they have on NYPD Blue.
Don't be absurd, Constable. Those telegraph poles that American officers carry are just so much macho posturing. The traditional truncheon is perfectly adequate. Personally, I've always felt more than satisfied with 14 inches hanging down inside my trousers. Have I said something amusing?
Yes! Yes!
Oh, sir.
Yes!
You will oblige me by wiping that silly grin off your face. Anyway, the subject of the conference is rather specific. We have been asked to prepare an initiative on an aspect of juvenile crime. So what do you think it should be? Truancy? Taken without consent? The scourge of graffiti?
I don't see graffiti as a scourge, sir. I see it as a new urban art form.
No, I'm sorry, I want to say something quickly on this, because I know there's people out there that actually believe that graffiti is an art form. No, it is not. It is nothing more or less than petty vandalism. I hate it. I mean, there's a campaign going right now for the city of Bradford to beg the council for more space on a public wall to do more graffiti on, and I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, I hate graffiti.
Run mad, Constable.
No, I'm serious, sir. Isn't it just a vibrant and contemporary form of human expression?
No, it's a bunch of nasty little yobs scribbling on walls.
I blame these awful fridge magnets.
Yes, and for those of us who are conducting this briefing on Earth,
I've seen it at my niece's house. Every time her toddler does a nasty little scribble, it gets stuck up on the fridge.
All right.
And everyone has to say how nice it is.
Yeah.
So young people grow up thinking that their stupid scribblings are somehow wonderful. So they carry on scribbling.
Right, I see how he got to that. Right, okay. Yeah, when he said, I blame it on fridge magnets, I was like, but now he's explained, yeah.
Forever searching for that warm glow of appreciation that they used to feel when standing round the fridge.
Yes, and that completes this week's training session for the Gasforth Police Synchronised Idiots team. Perhaps we could return to the subject of juvenile crime.
I think the first step is to stop seeing these kids as nothing but criminal thugs, sir.
No.
And what other description might one find for those who vandalise property, steal cars, and instruct me whenever I venture out in my helmet to remove the cold tit from my head?
These kids are bored. We've got to provide them with some meaning in their lives.
Well, yes, Constable Habib. In fact, I was thinking along similar lines. What do you suggest we do to bring about this sense of moral renewal?
Well, we need real jobs, decent housing, we need long-term investment in the urban social infrastructure.
Yes, I was thinking more along the lines of a short camping trip.
A camping trip? A bleeding camping trip? Blimey!
Am I to take it that you do not approve of my proposed initiative?
Yes, you may take it, Raymond, and you may shove it up your truncheon pouch. Society is collapsing round our ears, and Baden Powell here calls for a chorus of Gingang Ghoulies.
Gingang Goody.
What?
Goody.
The Ghoulies are singular. The song you refer to goes Gingang Ghoulie 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 Watcher.
Not here, they're not.
You refer to goes Gingang Ghoulie 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 Watcher Gingang Gingang.
We are discussing youth crime, which will not be solved by shoving a sausage on a stick and whistling Kumbaya. It's war out there, mate, war, and the bleeding kids are winning.
It's not war, Derek, or anything of the sort. The vast majority of young people are law-abiding citizens. I admit we don't like them. But if it were illegal to be sex-mad, tone-deaf, and impossible to understand, we should have to arrest the entire population of France. Our problem is the tiny minority of repeat offenders.
Exactly, and what they need is a short, sharp shot, mate, not having their coddles mollied.
Coddles mollied.
Mollying anyone. What I'm proposing is tough, demanding, but ultimately rewarding physical endeavour. There is a course for probationary young offenders run by Brigadier Blaster Sump.
Blaster Sump, that loony.
I admit he's eccentric.
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 The bloke tried to be the first man to reach the South Pole in short trousers. Look, I'm not having you
Oh dear,
disgracing
yeah.
this station with a load of wishy-washy, didn't half-cock up your social worker, foldy roll, blame it on society, psycho, sicko, socio, clap-trap, crap.
Well, at least I'm doing something. What are you doing? Nothing.
Fair
Where's
enough.
your passion? Your commitment? You know what your trouble is, don't you?
Stay.
You've no bottom, man.
No bottom.
Did you just call me a man with no bottom?
Yes, I did. Apart, of course, from the one you used to communicate with.
Well, I'll show you who's got the bigger bottom round this station. CID are going to make a presentation. I'll show the conference what you do with juvenile offenders. You nick 'em, you lock 'em up, and you throw away the door.
Key.
You throw away the key.
Oh
Right,
dear.
so let's see your driving license.
Do you have any idea who my father is?
I'm afraid I can't help you on
Couldn't
that
give a
one,
fuck,
sir.
man.
Have you tried asking your mother?
What do you reckon, son?
I see.
Very nice, very ravey.
Brave.
Yes, you have, Craig. Because this is a very important operation. Now, it's my arse, and if you stuff it, I'm going to end up very red in the face. Now, the kids in this squat are the nastiest little gits in the neighbourhood, are they?
All repeat offenders, sir.
Right. All we have to do is catch them at it. It's undercover operation, constables. Very sensitive stuff. Now, I'm a van driver, as you can see.
As you can
You
see.
two will have to play the part of brain-dead juvenile morons.
Shouldn't be a stretch then.
Better off using some of Fowler's lot.
Apart from the juvenile part.
Craig,
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
a
yeah,
good
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. I can hear that. I can hear that, Mr. Grimm. That is the sound of deafening silence.
I said I'd probably be better off.
Brilliant, sir. Try not to be too hilarious. I've only got one pair of these trousers.
Well, anyway.
Please, I've only got so many ribs, no coward.
I'll show the sub-district regional police conference what sort of kids the modern copper has to face. Nothing but villains and hooligans, the lot of them.
Do you know what? There's only one way to deal with it. You put the maternity hospitals inside the juvenile detention centres.
What? Out of the mum and into the cell.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea, Craig. I may suggest that to the Home Secretary.
I'm really looking forward to
Maybe
going
that's how Starmer got the idea for his two-tier police system.
on this camping trip, you know. Really?
Come on, admit it. He's turned the UK into a police state.
Getting back to basics.
Or very
I
close
always
to a
think
police
that food
state.
tastes so much better if you have to open the tins yourself. Oh, yes.
True.
It'll be good getting right back to nature and living life in the raw.
You're not thinking of taking your clothes off, are you, Captain?
As if my mother would do her raping Nana.
Good. Because I always saw that naturism is a very dangerous idea. I mean, it would only take one short-sighted squirrel.
Well, squirrels is all we're likely to see on this camping.
Yeah, they're not the kind of nuts you want a squirrel nibbling on.
Dangerous wild animals. Then I could save Constable Habib from one, and she'd fall in love with me.
Well, lots of women are scared of spiders. Maybe Maggie is. If I put one in her tent, maybe you could save her from it.
Yes, that's quite...
This can only end badly.
The only problem is that I wouldn't go within 5 million miles of any tender spider.
It's like me.
More social reports on juvenile repeat offenders, sir. Mostly connected with drugs and alcohol.
Great curried dumplings. It really is very depressing, isn't it? I just want to show a few youngsters that innocent pastimes can be fun too.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I didn't need drink and drugs to have a good time when I was their age. I had Meccano. Ecstasy? I'll tell you what ecstasy is. Completing a scale model of the fourth bridge. That's what ecstasy is.
Okay.
It makes me sad to see these children today with their drugs and sex and music. They'll never know the joy a young lad can have sitting alone in his room.
Where's this going?
With his tool in his hand. Tightening his little nuts. Sounds like you got a cough coming on there, Constable.
Listen to him.
Don't worry. Plenty of kids these days are still doing that. Yeah. A tool in their hand, tightening their little nuts.
Ruddy morons. High on ecstasy,
I
no
love the
Yeah, well, if that girl's on ecstasy, she should ask for her money back.
the innuendo and the double entendre.
I've done it, Baz.
I told you it'd be easy.
It's the most terrible thing I've ever had to do in my life.
Yeah, it's horrible. Did you give me facts?
Right, you two, this is it. Let's hear your inane giggles. Not bad. We'll make detectives of you yet. Go on then. Go and do your stuff.
Excuse me.
Yeah, what's happening, man? Nice one. Yeah, happening. Sounds like a banging good rate. Yeah, got any heat? I want to score.
Bog off, copper.
Exactly.
Some kids kicked over our bins, Pat. I was clearing it up a bit and I found this.
You shouldn't have picked it up. It could be a bomb.
Well, if it is, it's a stink bomb.
Oh my god!
The social services are coming to take her to hospital.
Wow.
In about half an hour.
No hurry. How could somebody just dump their baby like that? She's so beautiful.
She's ugly, Pat. All newborn babies are. They're like prunes. They get nice. They start ugly.
Well, how would you look after you'd spent 9 months in somebody's stomach?
That's true. I've seen things that haven't spent more than 5 minutes in my stomach. You know, I wouldn't want to go wheeling them round Tesco's in a pram.
Habib, it's all hands to the pumps. There's been a disturbance at the Britannia Social Club. Some kind of right-wing meeting has developed into an affray.
Oh, if it's fascist, sir, am I the best person to go? I might provoke things.
What do you mean?
Well, sir, I'm Asian.
I don't care if you've just beamed down from Venus, Constable. You are a police officer, and we recognize only one color, that of the thin blue line.
Oh, for God's sake, David, don't be such a pompous git.
As a matter of fact, I did not hear that.
I said don't be such a pompous git!
I'll say it louder then!
Now look, you've upset baby.
Right. Keep that noise down or I will lose my temper.
Oh!
Into the cells.
No, not next Christmas.
Patty cow, get back to frigging Curryland. You ain't fit enough to lick English boots.
What did you say?
Wow.
See, she's a black tart and she should go back to the jungle.
Oh, no. You shouldn't have done that, Kevin.
No, you shouldn't.
Thanks.
That hurt. Yeah! He's such a fucking tart! As soon as he turns round.
Is she? Well, I expect that'll just be wind. When I had her, I found that just rubbing her back and the tiniest drop of Calpol on her dummy and she'd go down. Well, yes, I know I only had her for 3/4 of an hour, but... Well, anyway,
exactly.
Just make sure she's not sleeping on her tummy. And... Goodbye.
Do you want to know something?
No.
No.
10 years from now, there won't be a woman on the force. And do you know why? Women's limb.
Oh, yeah? And how'd you work that out, then?
Women have babies, right? But you can't sack them. Because if you do, bosh, 200 grand compensation.
I don't see why a woman should lose her job for performing an essential function of existence.
That's fine. Except your average villain objects to being interviewed by a copper with leaky nipples. Catch-22, innit? Can't do the job, can't be sacked. Answer, don't take them on in the first place.
Not all women want babies anyway.
All women want babies. They say they don't. Then bang, they turn 30 and suddenly it's, quick, put a bun in the oven before my gas runs out.
You are such a Neanderthal.
Eh?
Matt, you're in your 30s. You aren't desperate for a child, are you?
No, not at all. Not desperate.
Really?
You have to remember the restrictions babies bring. Sleepless nights. A sick all over everything. Fat little cheeks you just want to gobble up. Laughs, smiles. I can take it or leave it.
Habib, you and Goody in my office now.
Oh.
Constable Goody, I've received a very serious complaint. Did you punch a handcuffed 15-year-old boy last night?
15?
To the cells?
Oh, that's bad.
He was defending me, sir.
He was defending you, Constable Habib. Oh, I see. And exactly what threat did this securely handcuffed juvenile pose? Was he threatening to wither you with a glance?
He was using racist abuse, sir.
The boy has swastikas tattooed on his arms. What did you expect him to do? Give you a chorus of ebony and ivory? You fool, Goody, you bloody fool! Suppose the lad had sustained brain damage.
Yeah.
How would we tell?
Don't you dare be facetious.
I was literally just gonna say.
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm afraid we're a long way past sorry, Constable. You have created an appallingly serious situation. I'm going to have to charge you with assault.
Sir, you can't.
Did Goody hit the boy, Constable Habib?
Yes, sir.
Was Goody or anyone else in any physical danger at the time?
No, sir.
Under the circumstances, then, what do you consider to be my duty?
You could issue a severe reprimand, sir.
I'm afraid I do not have that option, Constable. The boy's mother is pressing charges.
Oh, God.
Constable Goody, you will continue with your duties, pending an investigation for unprovoked assault.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it was unprovoked. Fucking hell. I mean, you all know me, my political opinions by now. It's no secret which side of the political spectrum I lean to. But that little prick was asking for it.
them a damp newspaper and leave overnight.
Ah, good. Carry on. Marvellous.
You're going camping in the UK, not Australia.
It is a far better thing I do than I have ever done. We shall drive to the squat, collect a minibus full of miscreants, and escort them along the rocky path to the straight and narrow.
Yes,
Okay.
Raymond. And perhaps next weekend you could take the Arabs and the Israelis to Chessington Zoo for the day.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh God. Here we go.
Deep. Dub. Lovely legs, Raymond. You watch out for those sheep, they'll nibble your toggle, mate. Are you sure I can't persuade you to come, Derek?
I'm a policeman, not a bleeding girl guide, Raymond. Besides, I'm rather busy tonight. While you fanny about rewarding young offenders, I shall be nicking a few. Dear, oh dear. Right, they've had long enough. Craig, give it some money.
They're out, man. Some of your lot have taken them camping.
Fowler has nicked my villains.
My name's Blaster Sump, damn you.
Damn you! Oh!
You play a straight bat with me, and you find we'll rub along pretty well together. Use a bent bat, however, a wobbly bat, a bat with a hole in it and bits sticking out of the end, and by thunder, I'll crush your young testicles beneath the hard granite of the Mull of Ben Craggy.
And those
Okay.
of the party who are not equipped with testicles.
The victims of tragic accidents, you mean?
No, I mean girls.
Fortunately, I've never been called upon to discipline a girl. No, quite the other way round, as a matter of fact.
Really, Stephen?
Yes? Brigadier Blaster Sump, damn you, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
Damn you, can't you see I'm busy?
Damn
No.
technology. The present from Mrs. Blaster Sump, God rot her vicious soul. I said, you want to buy me something useful? Then get me a big stick with a nail in the end and somebody who deserves a damn good thrashing. Now,
Wow.
here's your gear. You'll find everything you could possibly need, from lavatory paper to sandpaper. Don't confuse the two. I did myself once. Not a wholly unpleasant experience, but then I went to Charterhouse. Right. Well, I think that's everything. Let's get up that mountain like a ferret up a trouser leg, huh?
Brigadier Blaster Sump.
Yes, young lady?
I am a trained orienteer, as are two of my officers. We wish only to use your equipment.
Damn you, you bitch! Are you telling me I'm off the team?
Reluctantly, sir, yes.
No, well, probably just as well. I like to sleep naked when I'm out of doors. I don't want you young ladies getting all flushed and dampened, do we? Not that I cut quite such a dash as I used to since that savage encounter with a short-sighted squirrel. All right, then, off you go, and last one to the summit's a Euro-Federalist. Come on! Go away with you! Damn it!
Oh, I lifted the skirt again.
No. When I was a boy scout back in Trinidad, they taught us how to light a fire with a stick and a piece of string. I could never understand why, because I found it a lot easier to use matches.
Well, long walk tomorrow. Best turn in. Great heavenly chestnuts, my sleeping bag will be a welcome sight tonight.
Will it?
Unless, of course, I can interest anyone in a chorus or two of Gingang Gully Gully.
Sir, Natalie's disappeared.
Nothing at all, sir. She's vanished.
What on earth could have moved the girl to abscond like that? One wrong step in the dark and she could fall to her death.
Inspector Fowler, we found her.
This is your fault, Baz. You made me do it.
Do what? Tell me what this nonsense is all about, boy, or by thunder you live to regret it.
It's the baby. I told her to get rid of it. So the silly cow dumped it by some rubbish outside your nick. She reckons it got thrown away. She reckons she killed it. I say, so what? Who cares? It probably weren't mine anyway. Why, you little...
Wow. Yeah, don't want to end up in the same position as Goody.
I found your baby.
You found her?
Yeah, she's all right. She's in hospital. You didn't kill her.
I didn't mean it. I do love her.
Well, I think it's time we all got some rest. As you go to sleep, I want you to think hard about the lessons learned today. Think about turning over a new leaf. Will you do that?
Yes, it's not louder.
Good night.
Oh, bugger. Habib, that is enough! I cannot drop the charges against Constable Goody. The boy's mother is here now. There is nothing I can do about it.
I bet you could do something about it if you really wanted to.
Don't be insubordinate, Constable.
But you don't want to, because you think he should be charged. And why? Because the precise letter of the law is more important to you than justice. Oh, you understand what Kevin did. You nearly slapped that thug on the mountain.
And had I done so, I would expect to face the consequences. We do not have a choice in this matter. The police cannot choose when and when not to enforce the law. If we do that, how can we expect the public ever to trust us?
Well, in a perfect world, no, but they certainly do nowadays, don't they?
If I could see a way out of this, believe me, I'd take it. But I can't. Ah, come in. Please. Sit down. Now then, Mrs. Bludger. You have brought charges of assault against one of my officers.
Where's the thug that hit my defenceless boy? Little Jeffrey here could have been permanently brain damaged.
Too late.
Although I cannot imagine how he would turn. I want to know from the lad himself exactly what happened.
I ain't talking no copper about my lawyer.
You bleeding well talk to him or I'll fetch your father from the pub!
Yeah, you little pussy.
Mrs. Bludger, are you aware of the European law regarding the treatment of minors?
Right?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Ignorance is no defense. I'm arresting you for assaulting your child.
Do what?
On the other hand, of course, we could forget the whole thing. Well, I hope you learnt your lesson, laddie.
Well, that was simple.
So thank you for asking.
Thank you for
Of
asking.
all the juveniles in Gaspeth, and you have to pinch mine! We worked damn hard on that pull, didn't we, Craig?
What?
Now I've got nothing to present to the Deputy Assistant Under Secretary at the Sub-District Regional Conference.
That were a mouthful.
I've been thinking. Oh, God save us. The conference is about youth. Who better to discuss it than youthful coppers? You have a story to tell, Constable Goody. Perhaps conference should hear it.
Yes, I think it should. What story would that be then?
Oh, he's making a model. There fits.
Believe the crash at the checkout. I was in the 6 items or less queue, and the woman in front of me had some special offer toothpaste, a big tube with a little one sellotaped on for free. Well, that's 2 items, isn't it? It's brought her up to 7. 7 items in the 6 items queue. I cannot stand that sort of thing.
And you're right not to. That type of antisocial behaviour corrupts the entire system. I hope you said something.
I very nearly said something.
Well, you should have said something.
I was going to say something. But then I saw these on a promotional stand by the till. I just couldn't resist them. What do you think?
I don't think they'll fit you.
I don't know why I got them, really. It's just they were on special and it seemed silly not to.
And I suppose now we've got the socks and everything, it'd be silly not to have a baby.
Well, I have to think about these things. I'm not getting any younger.
Nobody gets any younger, Patricia. With the possible exception of Joan Collins. It's just a fact of life.
It's all very well for you. You've been married. You've had
No,
a
she
child.
doesn't.
Yes, and he's the best argument I can think of for not having another. Besides which, we haven't got time to start a family. Bars is not an occupation one can walk away from at the end of the day. I'm a police officer. You're a police officer.
I am also a woman.
I know that, Patricia. But you must get
Patricia!
it. There is no place in the Queen's uniform for ill-disciplined hormones.
You do realize, Patricia, that if you hit me with that halibut, you lay yourself open to charges of assault. Give me the fish, Patricia.
Give me the fish.
Give me the fish.
You may think yourself lucky that we're not having a leg of lamb for supper tonight.
Yeah.
Or this whole
Big
incident
bone
will
in
be
that.
much more serious.
Oh dear. Yeah, it's just the theme tune at the end. Okay, well that's the end of episode 6. Oh dear. Well, I enjoyed that. That was funny. Very funny. Oh. Like that. Yeah, very good. It's a good series. I'm enjoying this so far. James Dreyfus' character, I've mentioned it before, how his character is so similar to Tom. Yep. That was quite a shocking scene, actually, where that skinhead said that the comments that he made, you know, it just came out. And I was wondering how he was going to get Goody off that. But when the mother came in, I thought it was going to be, you know, one of those classic comedy tropes where she would be the one to make it all work out, because it turns out that she's not like her son. You know, she's going to be like, oh, he's a horrible little bastard. He deserves everything he gets. He deserves to be punished. I'm going to drop the charges. But then again, why would she? Because it was her who was bringing the charges against Goody. But yeah. Fowler set up a situation which led to the mother making a rod for her own back, so to speak, because she slapped the shit out of him while he was in the office, and that got it dropped, which is good. So it was a good episode. I'm enjoying this series so far. It's good. So, I mean, I knew I would. Pretty much anything that has Rowan Atkinson in it, I'm going to enjoy it, because he's one of them, isn't he? You know, he's a bit like David Jason. You put David Jason in a comedy, I'm going to like it. You put Rick Mayall in a comedy, I'm going to like it. And it's the same with Rowan Atkinson. I'll enjoy anything he does that's funny. Don't know. I can't say the same about drama, because I don't think I've ever seen him play a dramatic role. But yeah, he's just so enjoyable. And this series is going the same way. It's just fun to watch, funny, some great jokes, and good innuendo every now and then. But it's Ben Elton again. You know, he did Bottom and a lot of work. He worked with Rick and Adrian a lot, and he's one of the all-time greats when it comes to creating comedy shows. in this country. He's a, you know, he's a legend in the game. But compared to the ones that I've seen, other ones I've seen, this is actually quite toned down and PG. But it's still funny. I enjoy this a lot. So that's going to bring to an end this reaction of episode 6. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. Please do like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Patreon, like as well and comment. Father Ted was finished this week, which makes a bit of extra room. At the moment, considering a few different shows. I'm still adding shows, you know. And I've got a good idea for one, which would lead to, once I've finished it, there's a modern revamp, a modern remake of this show. It's been mentioned here and there a couple of times before between me and people in comments. And I'm definitely considering it. I haven't decided 100%. I haven't made a full final decision yet. So just in case that decision is no, I'm not going to say what it is and get people excited about it when it potentially might not happen. But if I do decide to do it, then obviously you'll all be the first to know. So there might be news of that. And also, there is going to be a drama series coming to the channel, or channels, soon as well. And this drama series, it's based on true events, very significant true events, not a war, it's not World War II, although there will be something to do with that coming in the future as well. But yeah, this is something that's very popular in the reaction community. A lot of channels have done it, and I'd love to watch it and put my spin on it, my reactor stamp on it, so to speak, as well. But I don't know when I'm going to start it yet, so just wait for that. I'll announce it when the time's right. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. So thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe. And as I said, join the Patreon to get access to the absolute best versions of every series I'm doing. And also to get early access to everything, as well as polls and announcements ahead of time. You'll find out everything before anybody on YouTube. Also, go and check out the Rumble channel. I've put the entire first series of Limmy's show is available on there now. And Bottom as well. There's a few episodes. I forget how many. Have a look. First series of Bottom and the first series of Keeping Up Appearances. Father said that's not public yet. I'm going to release that later. Before I put it on, but I'm going to release it on Rumble before it goes on YouTube. Limmy Show, Series 1, Episode 4, 5, 3, 2, Pilot, 6. Yeah, entire first series of Keeping Up Appearances, available on Rumble. Doesn't matter, I've tried so many times to just put the first episode of Keeping Up Appearances on YouTube, it won't happen. It's impossible. But Rumble allowed it, so I put the entire first series up and episode 1 of the second series. You can get that there. So yeah, go to the Rumble channel. There's a link. There'll be a link somewhere on YouTube. I think it's in the description. Should be a link. Good evening, everybody.
Oh, no, there isn't.
And welcome back. Right, I'll rectify that as soon as I finish this video. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.